It took this young man over 6 hours to get to this Tel Aviv hospital. He's a Palestinian from the Gaza Strip and had to pass through several checkpoints to get here, to Israel's state-of-the-art Assuta Hospital. This 20-year-old was shot last year by Hamas during the ongoing power struggle between Hamas and Fatah, the two main Palestinian political parties in Gaza. He was offered treatment in both Egypt and Jordan.
I chose to come to Israel because it's well known that the treatment here is better than in Gaza or in Egypt, by a lot. I had to have a complicated microsurgery to replace a tendon in my foot. I knew this was the best place to do it.
His face and voice are disguised to protect his identity from Hamas. This young Gazan's presence in an Israeli hospital is not unique. Thousands of Palestinian patients from Gaza and the West Bank are treated each year in Assuta and in many of Israel's other hospitals. Patients also come from many other Arab countries, some of which don't even have diplomatic relations with Israel.
שים את הפוליטיקה בצד, למדינת ישראל יש לה שם טוב ברפואה, בעולם. אז יש הרבה אנשים שבאמת רוצים לבוא לקבל טיפול בישראל. לא אכפת להם.
Asadi said the region's complicated politics can sometimes make logistics difficult for those patients coming from Arab countries.
יבואו יותר חולים ממדינות המפרץ, ממדינות ערב, מכל המדינות השכנות. אבל יש עדיין קושי באשרת כניסה וכל המצב הפוליטי מסביב.
Assuta is a private hospital, yet the Palestinian Authority paid most of the money for this young man's treatment in Israel.
If he would have stayed in Gaza after his injury, the doctors there would have amputated his legs. They tried to convince me, but I wouldn't sign the papers. Instead, I decided I would take him to Israel to treat him. After surgery, thank God, he returned to Gaza with his legs. I don't think twice about the money I spent for him to get here.
The young man's father himself was injured in Israel's operation in Gaza in 2009. He was also treated in Israel many times for serious injuries to his legs and back.
I was hit by fire from an Israeli tank. 2 hours after I was hit, I was hospitalized in Tel Aviv Hospital in Tel Aviv.
Despite the cause of his injury, he says he doesn't hold any hard feelings against Israel.
Israel said that it was an accident that I was hit. Israel paid for my insurance and opened the border so that I could receive treatment. When I go back to Gaza and people ask me, what happened there? How was it? I tell them about the treatment here and they're so happy to hear it.
In recent years, Asadi said it's become much harder for Palestinians to receive the approval to cross the border into Israel.
לפני האינתיפאדה האחרונה, נכנסו לבית חולים אסותא פי 5 או פי 6 יותר חולים.
If it weren't for the checkpoints and the troubles getting a permit, I would have been here 10 days after my surgery. But instead, I could only make it here after 40 days.
Weeks ago, this young man had no feeling in his foot, and today, in a huge breakthrough, he can move his toes.
Thank God my son is here today walking without a cane. I pray every day that there will be peace, that there will be no more wars. Enough. We're sick of wars.
לפי דעתי זה בונה גשר אמון. פשוט מאוד זה הדבר היחידי שמקדם את השלום. רפואה ויחסים רפואיים. זה עובד.
From Assuta Hospital in Tel Aviv, this has been Sara Sorcher reporting for Israel 21C.